Hi boys and girls, today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2020. We're going to start off with a math warm-up today. Get your fingers ready, okay? 1 and 1 more is 2. 2 and 1 more is 3. 3 and 1 more is 4. 4 and 1 more is 5. 5 and 1 more is 6. 6 and 1 more is 7. 7 and 1 more is 8. 8 and 1 more is 9. 9 and 1 more is 10. Now we're going to do one less. Ready? 10 and 1 less is 9. 9 and 1 less is 8. 8 and 1 less is 7. 7 and 1 less is 6. 6 and 1 less is 5. 5 and 1 less is 4. 4 and 1 less is 3. 3 and 1 less is 2. 2 and 1 less is 1. 1 and 1 less is 0. Awesome. All right, so today we are going to go over the next sprint, which is a tricky one. Many students have to do this sprint over and over again, and that is okay. But I want to go over it with you today so you see how to do it, okay? Next, number 2 is foundations. We are going to continue with making nonsense words and spelling them. And number 3, we're going to talk about a little bit about Earth Day. Earth Day was actually last week, but Earth Day really, boys and girls, should be every day of the year. So I want to read a quick story about Earth Day, or a little bit of, it's really about ways that we can keep the earth nice and healthy. And I love talking about Earth Day, and we did it all the time at school. We would always recycle things as a way to keep the earth clean and to reuse things also that we did in our art studio. So we're going to be talking about that today as well. So without further ado, sprint practice. Okay, so your next sprint, after you finish the first one and you get it all correct, you're going to move on to the next one. And it looks like this. It says, which actually got cut off at the top, but it says B at the top. So I'm just going to kind of write B at the top. So this is sprint B, okay? And it's a little bit tricky, so I do need to go over it. So 1 plus 1, we know that. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, look what they did here, boys and girls. They have something in the box, it's a mystery, equals 4 plus 1. So remember that equal sign means same as. So something is the same as 4 plus 1. Well, you know that 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 is the same as 4 plus 1. So 5. Next one, 1 plus 2. Well, we know that's 3. 3 plus 2. 3 and 2 more makes 5. 1 plus 3. Something equals 1 plus 3. So remember that equal sign is the same as. So what is the same as 1 plus 3? 1 plus 3 is 4. So 4 is the same as 1 plus 3. Next one, 2 plus 1, 3. 1 plus 4, 1 plus another 4 is 5. Something is the same as 3 plus 2. Well, 3 and 2 more is 5. So 5 equals 3 plus 2. Now this gets a little bit tricky. Okay, I keep saying that word tricky, but it does it. It's hard for some students. That's why I really want you to pay attention. I need for you to pay attention. 2 equals something plus something. So it's 2 mystery numbers. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, or 2 plus 0, okay? Or 2 plus 0. You could also do 0 plus 2 equals 2, okay? Next one is 3 equals something plus something. Well, my hidden partners, remember going back to hidden partners, what are 2 numbers that are hiding inside of the number 3? I see 2 and 1. 1 and 2, or all 3 of them and 0. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So I'm going to say that it's 2 plus 1 is the same as 3. Okay, you can have 1 plus 2, you could have 3 plus 0, you could have 0 plus 3. All is the same as 3. Next, 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 something equals 3 plus 1. Meaning that there's a mystery number that's the same as 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. Now we have 3 plus something plus something. Well, I did 2 plus 1 up here. Why don't I do 3 plus 0? Next, 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now I have 4. 4 equals something plus something, and I have it 2 times. So you're not going to write the same numbers, okay? You have to come up with another combination. So automatically I know that I can separate 4 into 2 plus 2. I see that. 2 plus 2. I could also do, so if I have 4, I'm going to flip my board over. I'm going to flip my board over, and I can make a line. And I see that 1 and 3 also make 4. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to write 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So boys and girls, you need to do this sprint as quickly and as accurately as you can. And if you get them all right, you get to move on to the next one. If you don't, you're going to do it the next day as practice. And you may have to do it 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Okay? But that's okay. It's just practice. Practice. And you're going to try your best. Don't get discouraged. It's okay if you don't get them all right. You're just going to keep doing it because practice makes better. Okay? No one is perfect, but practice makes better. So we're going to do it again. We're going to get better at it. We're going to get faster. All right. So that is sprint B. All right. So on the back of my mat today, I have a little bit more math. Draw 8 dots. Put an X on 1 dot. I know you don't have this paper. I just want you to watch me, okay? So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put an X on 1. That's the last one. So now I have to plug this into the number sentence and the number bond. So I had 8. I took away 1, and I have 7 left. So now I'm going to put these numbers in the number bond, okay? So I'm going to put the 1 and the 7, and I'm going to X out that 1. All right, so just watch me, just because, so it comes more familiar to you. And pretty soon I'm going to start sending these home as well, and you can do these as extra practice. But for now, I just want you to watch me. All right, so the next one says draw 8 dots. Now listen to the direction. It says the 5 group way. Remember how I was showing you the 5 group way? Because pretty soon they're going to expect you to do that. So 8 dots the 5 group way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the 10 frame. The 5 group way, the 10 frame, it means the same thing. So there is 8 dots, 5 and 3 more. Put an X on 7 dots. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just have 1 that's left. So I had 8. I took away 7, and I have 1 that's left. 8 minus 7 equals 1. And I'm going to X out that 7 because I took the 7 away. All right, next. Draw 8 dots the 5 group way. 5 group way, same thing as the 10 frame. So I want to say 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to draw 8. Now it says, put an X on some of the dots. So some implies more than 1, okay? So any number that's more than 1. All right, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. So I started off with 8, and then I put an X on 4 of them. I took 4 of them away. So I'm going to show that in the number bond that I took 4 away. And then I have 4 that are left. You see that, boys and girls? All right, very good. Very soon you are going to be doing this yourselves. Okay, I just want to show you. All right, next I'm going to get my board. So we did sprint practice. We also did a little bit of some math work with number sentences and number bonds. Next, going on to foundation. So you need a piece of paper and a pencil, and we are going to continue with nonsense words. The first nonsense word, we're going to actually 5 of them, okay? Excuse me. So if you want to set up your paper, 5 words. So I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first nonsense word is muff. Muff. Okay, you do it. Muth. You should have M-U-T-H. All right, next nonsense word. Remember, boys and girls, nonsense means make-believe, not real. But using your knowledge of letter and sounds, you can still spell the words. The next one is chep. Ch, e, p, chep. Ch, e, p, chep. Ch, e, p, chep. Okay, you do it. All right, the third one is sish. S, I, sh, sish. S, I, sish. The fourth one is wep. W, e, p, wep. You do it. W, e, p, w. Tricky. W-H, whale, w. W, e, p. Wep. If you didn't do it right now. All right, the last one is chuz. Ch, z, chuz. Ch, z, chuz. Nonsense words. Okay. Make sure your paper looks like mine. Great. Okay, so next we are going to go on to our Earth Day story on recycling. And I am going to look for an Earth Day scavenger hunt. And I am going to show the video of what I found next. And I'm going to post it for you so that you can get ideas from mine. Okay, so stay tuned for that one next. Okay, recycle. I love talking about Earth Day and ways that we can make the earth cleaner. I love it. We're really, really good about doing that in our house. We recycle everything that we can. I donate clothes. I recycle books. I use paper, plastic bags, my own bags made from recycled items when I go to the grocery store. So there's a lot of things that you can do, boys and girls, to make sure that the earth stays in a really, really nice, clean place. Okay, because nobody wants to live in the earth where there's trash everywhere. All right, so Recycling by Gail Gibbons. Recycle by Gail Gibbons. More and more garbage. Every day, people throw more trash away. As the world population increases, that means more people are being born, more people throw more trash away. Garbage trucks come to pick it up, but where does all this trash go? Most of it is hauled away to sanitary landfills. A landfill is a place where garbage is dumped in heaps from garbage trucks. Some sanitary landfills are lined on the bottom with a layer of clay, soil covered with plastic. This is, or some people call it the dump. Bulldozers push the trash into neat piles. Then they cover it up with dirt so that it won't smell and so that animals and bugs will stay away. So they bury a lot of it. Most people don't want landfills near where they live. And besides, there is so much garbage now that in many places there isn't enough room to bury all of it. So where can it all go? And I love this picture. Make sure that you can see it. The boys and girls are recycling, okay? One solution is to cut down on the amount of trash we make. We can do this by recycling some of our garbage to make it into new things. Recycling means reusing materials instead of throwing them away. And I know in our art studio, we were so good about using recycled items to build structures and make designs, and that was amazing. Paper. It takes a lot of trees and energy to make paper. In fact, people in the United States cut down 850 million trees to make paper products each year. When the trees are cut down, they are turned into wood chips. The wood chips are mixed with chemicals and water to make pulp. When the pulp is spread out on a moving screen to make a thin layer of fibers. When the layer of fibers dries, it becomes paper. Paper, of course, used to make books, paper that we write on, newspapers. When you recycle paper, old paper can be turned back into pulp and made into new recycled paper. That's why it's so, so important to recycle. You can recycle glass. You can recycle plastic. Plastic is a big, big, big one. Cans you can recycle. Let me show you the cans. Cans you can recycle. We don't use a lot of cans in our house, but it's something that you can definitely recycle. Aluminum cans. Plastic, so much is made from this material of plastic, and you can recycle, okay? You can put it in your bin and it can be made into something new. You want to make sure that you rinse it out, reuse the plastic products such as plastic bags, plates, spoons, and cups. You can use them again. You're recycling them by using them again. And then if you can't use them anymore, if something happens to it, maybe it gets a little bit destroyed in some way, then you could put it in the recycle bin. But it's always important to use it more than once. Same thing with our paper, and I always tell my kids this, paper that they use for coloring and writing and drawing, turn it over, use the other side. You don't need to throw it out if there's just a little line on it, use it again. All right, so next I wanted to show you, they're at the beach. I love it. These boys and girls are picking up trash at the beach. The beach is such a beautiful place, and that's something that we can do to help our planet and keep our planet nice and clean. You want to always make sure that you wear gloves, but you can absolutely pick up trash that's on the beach and put it in a trash receptacle. Absolutely. All right, so the last page is what I wanted to show you. What can you do? You can begin your own home recycling center. And I know in our town and in all of Rhode Island that we recycle, and that's so important. There are states that still don't do it, which is really, really sad. So make sure that you know what's recyclable, and if not, ask your parent if it's something that you can in fact recycle, if it can go in the recycle bin or just the regular trash. Organizing a group to clean up a park or a beach to clean up litter, which is trash that's on the ground. You could do that. I love that. You could have a yard sale. Instead of throwing out some things that you don't want anymore, to see if someone else could use them. Try having yard sales, selling some of the items. I know we don't really like to have yard sales so much. We've had them before, but I really like to just kind of give it away to people that need it. And I do a lot of that, especially when you have kids. You're always outgrowing your clothes and your toys. So give it away to someone that can use it is a really nice thing to do. And it creates less waste because you're giving it to someone instead of putting it in the dump, where it eventually will end up if you put it in your trash. All right, let's see, what else can we do? When you go shopping, bring a cloth bag or recycle old brown paper bags by taking them with you, okay? So important to do that. I know that my trunk is filled up with recycled bags that I use whenever I go into a store. Right now we can't do it because of the virus, but it will go back to that. And so it's really something that's really important to use, so you're not using plastic. And you're not getting plastic from stores. I know in our town they've gotten rid of plastic bags and it's paper only, which I think is great because plastic is really bad for the environment. Instead of using paper towels, use cloth towels, which can be washed and reused again. So when you're cleaning your dishes, you use a cloth towel instead of paper towels. We do that in our house. We have so many dishcloths that we use and we're always washing. And lastly, what I said about the paper, that you're using both sides of it, because I know, boys and girls, that you love to draw and you love to write, but make sure you use both sides. That's the way that we can help keep our planet nice and clean, so we have to cut down less trees, right? We're getting rid of less trash. So this is something that we can do to help our earth. All right, boys and girls, I hope that you liked today's lesson, and I'm going to post another part to this for today on a scavenger hunt. So I haven't even found one yet, so it's kind of like a mystery. So let's see what I come up with. All right, stay tuned. Bye.